Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Please take your places. Veuillez gagner vos places, mesdames, messieurs. La conférence va commencer. Okay. Very pleased to have the possibility in this hot and sunny afternoon to see you here, to hear about a festival which is very cool and in a very cool place. And we have some very cool people here to talk about it. It is the Sochi International Film Awards, the first event of which took place in December last year in the Olympic city of Sochi. And in February this year, on the 23rd exactly, when Britain was still part of the EU, there were two gala events in the EBRD famous cinema, showing the film of Ralph Fiennes and Vera Glagoleva, based on Turgenev. All of you know that. It's a very literary crowd I can see this afternoon, called Two Women. And there was a presentation of the festival in the afternoon with a screening, and in the evening there was a gala in honor of two dear friends of the festival who were honored in the festival and who unfortunately are not with us anymore, but in our hearts, Andre Weide and Alan Rickman. And that was the dream and the ambition and the respect accorded to these great masters of cinema by the founder of the festival, the creator of Sochi International Film Awards, who is herself a poet, writer, and filmmaker. And may I invite you to let her speak for herself now, Luba Balagova.
Thank you. Hello to everyone. We established our Sochi International Film Awards, and in Russian it's Сочинский международный кинофестиваль, last year in the Olympic city of Sochi as a festival of peace, harmony, to share love and tolerance through cinema, to recreate a bridge into between the defragmented world that we are living in these days. We established our festival as we believe that we could spread our word for peace and festival. Our festival movement can change the world to a better place. The people who were at the concert in Manchester 2 days ago have no sin, nor were doing nothing wrong. They were just enjoying life. As a British Russian, I am devastated that this has happened. The Cannes Film Festival observed a minute of silence at 3 p.m. local time yesterday in solidarity with the city of Manchester, where at least 22 people, including children, were killed in a suicide bombing attack on Monday night. We are all victims of this horror. Our festival would like to join the Cannes Film Festival, all organizations or individuals who would like to express anger and immense sadness following the attack on the public and the city of Manchester. However, we must show that we will not accept this and that life goes on. And that is why we are continuing doing what each of us has to do. And I want to thank you all for attending our press conference. And if you will allow me now, I would like to start our presentation with a 13-minute documentary that will show you the soul of Sochi International Film Awards, SIFA.
Our week of film has now finished here in Sochi, the Black Sea Olympic Resort in Russia. It's been a week of festivities, fun, above all film, and also many firsts. Of course, this was the first Sochi International Film Awards and the first time that an international award ceremony has celebrated the lives of giant actors and directors posthumously. Luba Balagova, the president of the awards, joins us. Luba, a lot of emotions following this week. It's been such a roller coaster. What are your emotions now?
I just sat down in my room just half an hour ago. I was sitting there and it was the beautiful view of the sea. I was just sitting there listening to the waves. It was the whole year I was coming, sitting there and thinking how it is going to be, you know, doing my plans, talking with people, coming back to this hotel again, seeing this sea, and it felt like the sea is looking at me and saying, "You've done, it's done, it's brilliant." I felt peace, I felt happiness. It's like, it feels like something really big happened. The feeling is something really massive, meaningful thing happened.
Веду я, Вячеслав Манучаров, и прекрасная, очаровательная, бесподобная телеведущая телеканала BBC Кеша Мадарова.
Вячеслав, спасибо. Добрый вечер, ladies and gentlemen. It is such an honor to be here. This is a historic moment. This is the first Sochi International Film Awards, and it feels great to be here. This is a real celebration of cultures through cinematography. Everybody, this is history in the making.
Первый международный фестиваль, кинофестиваль в Сочи, он еще имеет и особую такую общественно-политическую окраску, потому что действительно это выход на международную арену, это возможность показать город Сочи. Ну а самое главное, что здесь будут показаны и выбраны лучшие фильмы и российские, и британские, и других стран. И это дает возможность жителям всего мира смотреть российские фильмы. И, наверное, это тоже мостик к тому, чтобы замечательные фильмы российские увидели и оценили. Вот. Ну и это еще раз дает возможность интеллигенции, кинематографу прибыть в Россию, в Сочи и увидеть ее своими глазами.
Для меня очень знаково, что этот кинофестиваль открывается в год кино, а сегодня говорят, что ЮНЕСКО отвечает humanity, человечность, да? И наш фестиваль, он очень человечный. Мы через кино хотим собрать все, что раскалывается. И в этот знаменательный год, который назван президентом годом кино, были слова великого Толстого: «Мы не политики, мы больше, мы работаем с душами людей».
This is the first international festival and a very interesting and very encouraging mixture of Russian as well as films from the outside of Russia. And I think the mission of the festival, that mash the two together, send out message from here, from Sochi, to the world where international films and Russian films are playing together. I think that mission has been accomplished, and it set the chart for the future. And so the selection of film reflected that intention, and I think succeeded.
Would you like to present this honor award to the mayor of Sochi? We would like to present this award to the amazing person who gave us a lot of support. This is Arsen Kanokov, without whom it would not have been possible. Arsen Kanokov, please.
You announced in Cannes this new festival. You didn't have that much time to get this organised. Why did it have to be this year? Why couldn't you have done it next year?
And I was so happy when this year President Putin announced the year of cinema. That was amazing. Cinema is such a powerful instrument of art today, and it brings to the world so much light. Unfortunately, we're not reading today as much as our parents or grandparents were reading. I remember my parents wouldn't go to bed before reading, good novels and exchange opinions. That's how we grew up. We were exchanging, what did you read today? Today, we're saying, what did you watch? And that what creates the third power, maybe not journalists, but the cinema. And cinema, when it becomes instrument of politics, that is not a good thing. In my opinion, we are making art, we're doing art to explore our soul, to show our soul, to display rather our soul, people's souls. And since I'm Russian, since I'm so keen to reconnect Russian-British values, this year was so complicated, so difficult, for both countries in terms of their relationship. I thought that let us unite again, reconnect. When we don't think about politics, we know that we are one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the awards, of course. This festival is about honouring everybody in the cinematography world. Thank you so much. Let's begin recognizing some of the incredible body of film making that we have seen.
Дорогие друзья, мы приглашаем на сцену секретаря Союза кинематографии России Сергея Новожилова. И фильм «Лиризм» и аплодисменты. Ну а награду вручает руководитель филиала ВГТРК города Сочи Дмитрий Мазалюк. Ваши аплодисменты.
I think that it accomplished what everybody had hoped for and brought attention to Sochi and the region, which I think is a major point for this event. And I also think that it helped to bridge the gap between Europe, between Asia, and between North America, and through the language of cinema.
Поэтому спасибо вам большое за приглашение, за то, что мы так прекрасно поработали. Хочу сказать спасибо президенту фестиваля, конечно. Хочу сказать спасибо нашему замечательному жюри, с которым было очень интересно работать. И действительно, вчера вечером, почти до 3, до полчетвертого мы решали, спорили, дискутировали. Но самое главное для меня, что вот эта картина, которая получает гран-при фестиваля, единогласно была признана лучшей. Так что объявляем картина «Коробка». Эдуард Бардуков. Приглашаются на сцену приглашаются все те же. Мы очень рады за вас.
Do you honestly think that cinema can transcend the political complexities, the challenges that we are seeing in today's incredibly complicated global scenario?
I do believe. I'm trying to organize those values, universal values of humanity will come back to cinema. Now, Hollywood, Bollywood, so exaggeration brings exaggeration. And maybe we can create something here which is in between Hollywood and Bollywood. Something like Sochiwood.
Sochiwood, I love it.
Жюри предоставило вручать фильму президентскую награду. Я всегда стремилась к тому, чтобы мы выбирали фильмы, которые нас объединяют. Вот повседневность каждого человека, каждой национальности в любой стране, она, в общем-то, во многом совпадает. Я живу в Великобритании, и, конечно, я знаю, поскольку я живу также в России, родилась в России, что повседневная жизнь москвича не так сильно отличается от повседневной жизни лондонца. Этот фильм taking stock of me. Really.
What is beautiful, something that is also very unique to the Sochi International Film Awards, is your posthumous award to those directors, the actors who have left us, who've gone elsewhere. What was your thinking behind doing something like that?
The award is called the Memorial Award, special and unique award we have decided to include in our festival. We must honor and celebrate their lives, because without their work and contribution, we would not be here today.
When everybody stood up, that united, because these great people, they belong and we love them the same way.
Congratulations, building bridges through culture. You have done tremendously well. Thank you so much, Luba.
Thank you so much.
Welcome everybody to the stage.
Горела птица у меня в окне, уже вся грудь ее была в огне. Я крикнула в безумии почти, ведь у тебя же крылья есть, лети. Она в ответ: куда же мне лететь, коль буду не готова я гореть.
Браво! Браво!
In respect to the massacre in Manchester, unfortunately, we're not able to offer you the kind of drink we would have wanted, like a festive Prosecco champagne or vodka from Russia. But there is plenty of Welsh water, even though Wales voted to leave the EU. Please help yourself to the cool Welsh water as we continue with the presentation. Mohi Kondur, I would like to introduce, who is the very young, lively, young at heart film director and director from television. He worked on some westerns called Bonanza and more recently on feature films. And the young lady at his side has a good knowledge of him. Mohi will introduce his participation in the festival.
Is this on?
It certainly is. Always at film events, the microphones never work, but this one does. It's British.
Well, I don't know how much more I can add with all the information you received. It's obvious that Luba was the brainchild, the festival was the brainchild of Luba. I can tell you a bit about why and how it happened. There seemed to be a bit of injustice. The injustice was noticed. For example, if you go to any city in Russia, not just Moscow, but any city in Russia, you will not see British films on the marquees. The same thing is true in England, in the UK. You will not see Russian films on the British marquees. And this seemed a bit unjust. And Luba decided we should do something about it. We should encourage exchange, co-productions, involvement. Cinema is a powerful art form. I don't like to talk about cinema as passing messages and giving messages. I remember John Huston telling me, if you want to send a message, go to the post office. But it does change attitudes. Cinema, art form, does change attitudes, and that is very important for the global situation we are in today. Carl, would you like to add a few words?
Carl was a member of the jury at the last festival, and like many Hungarians, can go in hotel doors more quickly than Americans, because he lives in two places at the same time. Carl, please.
Well, I'm actually an American Hungarian for like a couple of decades. Yes, originally from Budapest. But I've been a professor at New York University Film School, educating thousands by now, new filmmakers. So we are very, very keen to watch what's happening in the world of film. I myself, I have been invited to juries all over the world, many, many festivals. I've been president of festival, I was member of the jury, and I was invited to be a member of the first Sochi Film Festival. I have to tell you in all honesty, I haven't seen such an amazing explosion on the first time, the way it is put together. I want to add just two elements that were not there in the documentary, but they affected me very much. In the design of the festival, and just to let you know that if you come there, you're going to have a splendid time. I mean, that she's wearing gold and I'm silver. It is just a foretaste of the glittering events that you will have there if you come there. It's really marvelous. First time I ever seen that the awards, as the awards are handed out, they are brought up to the stage by the most splendid fashion models of Russia in spectacular dresses that we didn't see here. And one more thing, which I didn't see here, we should have, but when you come there, that's alone worth to come there, and that is the performers. I mean, the top Russian performers singing. It was the first time in my life, I have to tell you, together with this unbelievable idea of remembering the great filmmakers who passed away, their performance coming a beautiful expression of the big Russian heart, they brought me to tears, I have to tell you. I mean, it's just amazing performances by the best ones. The situation, the location where this festival takes place is also symbolic, because it is in Sochi, and you saw that in the film, right on the seashore, overlooking the Black Sea. But, you know, even from my beautiful hotel suite, which was really amazing, by the way, and the great food that we had, looking at the sea and looking at the films, a mixture of international films and Russian films, I just felt that that was really a message from Russia with love. And it's very, very clear that the message is to go beyond politics that unfortunately divide us. They cause all the troubles in the world. Go beyond that, use the international language of cinema, make it a meeting place for people, people to people, heart to heart, through cinema. That's what's happening here, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you very much, Charles.
Thank you, Charles. That very much emphasizes the theme, in a sense, of the festival, that it is to unite people and peoples through cinema and through culture. And so the particular focus has till now been on the connection between Russian-English co-productions, Ray Fiennes, for example, actually learnt a Russian language to perform in the Turgenev film. But it is not exclusively for only Russian and Great Britain, or what will be left of Great Britain by December and next year. It is also for quality independent films. So it's not excluding Hollywood, because we know that Hollywood was made by many people from Europe, and especially Hungarians, but it is for independent feature films with also some possibility for documentaries and short films. The submissions are open on the freeway and the website and the conventional methods, but the best way to submit is to make something nice and beautiful and send it to Luba or one of us. Luba will have something to say now about the dates for this year and practical information.
Thank you very much. I believe that we said enough, and the film says the story already. I just, whom we didn't really introduce is Philip Bergson, who is well known in Britain. He doesn't need any introductions. He is the one who founded the Oxford Film Festival.
When most of you were not even born.
Yes. So Philip has been a dear friend, and he helped us a lot organizing our formal presentation of Sochi International Film Awards at BAFTA. So thank you very much for that. And a little detail, Carl is absolutely right that unfortunately in a documentary, short documentary, you cannot show everything. I even cut there a very important moment when I was saying and explain who came up with such important message given to the world through awards honoring great actors. Was Mohi Kwandur, who is my partner and co-founder, and thank you very for that, Mohi, and I'm sorry that we had to short it. Yes, and another thing, I want very much to thank the British Film Institute and UK Film and Nell Strange for allowing us to host our little presentation here. I want also to thank my beautiful, brilliant team who traveled with me here, and they are all here. And most importantly, I want to announce next Sochi International Film Awards will take place in the beautiful, amazing, incredible city, Olympic city of Sochi, from December 10th to December 17th, 2017. And hopefully we will see most of you there. Thank you very much.
You will be very welcome when you bring a film. You will be very welcome in the Radisson Blue on the Black Sea. So this will be the only black and blue festival you will ever come to, but in a peaceful way. So if there are any questions, short questions, we will try, or someone will try, to answer them.
Hello. 1.5 question, if you'll allow me. The half question is, what is the budget and what is the amount of awards? And one question is, a full question is, what is the support or attitude of the Russian, Central Russian institutions?
Let me ask, I'll answer that. When you say budget, I think you mean what does the participant have to pay?
The budget of the festival.
Why do you want to know that?
I'm sorry.
Why would you want to know that? Anyway, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
It is probably slightly less than Moscow's
all
$3 million.
applicants who are accepted, all applicants who are accepted, will have 3 people coming fully paid. Residence, transport, everything, okay? That is included in the budget you asked about.
What is the amount of hours?
How many awards are given on the closing night ceremony? Because you're afraid you might miss the caviar and the vodka at the party, because the awards are going to be 19 awards or 20 awards, and it's going to be almost as long as last night at the 70th gala here in the Lumiere. How many awards? Is it 7 or 8?
We have awards for all the principal categories in a production, okay? Best actor, best actress, best director, best producer. And then
This is the award. She's called Iris, I think.
Including the
Eureka.
post.
Yeah. So we have plenty of awards. I can't tell you, maybe 60 or 70 of them.
Are you fishing for complimentaries? Do you want to support a film and want to know what kind of chance you're going to have in one category? Are you a filmmaker, sir?
Generally speaking, yes.
Bravo.
And
Good
about
luck.
the attitude of a Russian institution, shall I answer that question? We are fully supported by the Ministry of Culture and by the Department of Kino in Russia, and they were our partners. If you see partners of 2016, they're God Российского кино, Ministry of Culture, and Administration of Sochi. We were supported. Thank you.
And depending from which country the filmmaker or the member of jury arrives, it's a possibility.
Let's give a chance to somebody ask
he
a
would
question.
come on the best airline in the world, which is Turkish. Another sign of solidarity. Please, Madame. Mademoiselle.
Hello, my name is Katerina. I'm a peer producer, and I must say I've been last year on this amazing festival, and I just want to thank all people who were in the board of members, jury, because such atmosphere, such people who were on this festival, few festival can admire of. It's elite people, people of culture of Russia, of both Russia and Britain. So what you have created and will create in future, I just want to thank you and maybe welcome all to this festival. And I have a question. What is the topic of this year? What the film you want to choose, or maybe what is the spot topic of the film you are interested in? Thank you.
It is always will be the same. The film that the committee, the panel of jury finds most attractive as uniting, as not bringing any bad examples, bad defragmentations of the world violence. It has to be artistic. It has to bring the soul of the nation that will come to the movie. Thank
And
you.
it would help if it is a good film. Basically, it's a
Technically,
good
yes.
film. And of course, what is a good film is decided by different individuals. First of all, the selection committee, and then the jury will choose the best films from those submitted. Any other question? Or, of course, we will be available afterwards, but we have...
Just a quick one.
Yes, yes.
I'm a filmmaker from London, up and coming. I just wanted to ask, what's the entry fee?
How much should he pay on Freeway or whatever to submit a film? What are the submission fees?
It's a nominal $100.
Less than that, a little bit.
No, that's okay, because most of our budget's gone on VFX anyway, so
That's
yeah,
right.
we can manage.
But since the creator of the
We
festival,
have
since
a
the
very
creator of the festival lives near another lady's house in Windsor, there's a chance that you might be able to send it through her post without paying too much.
we unfortunately have to pay to the committee to watch all films, and they are very respected, very busy people, and that's why we have to pay.
As you are aware, Freeway makes its own charges to run itself. So, but it's become
Maybe one day.
It has become an accepted way for people who are not face-to-face visiting the Cannes Festival to submit a film, and Freeway has those charges. Obviously, we will be available for subsequent questions, but at a certain moment in time, we have to stop because we're waiting for a Harry Potter conference, which might have vanished.
To conclude.
Yes.
Just one little word, just to defend parts of Wales. It was just a little thing, because I know that Ceredigion, Vale of Glamorgan, Gwynedd, Monmouthshire, Cardiff actually voted to remain, so that's just to
And
back them
indeed,
up.
one of the
Yeah.
most important films in this year's festival is a Welsh-Zambian co-production, I Am Not a Witch Either, which you all must go see.
Thank you.
It's a good film.
Shall we just
Thank you.
think if you
Спасибо,
want to
пожалуйста.
say anything?
До свидания.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Philip.